Interpreting bar graphs, Part 1. Use the bar graph to the right to complete parts A and B. Part A. What types of living arrangement saw an amount of increase of at least 1% between year 1 and year 2? Select all that apply. To answer this question, we need to go to our bar graph, and I'm going to compare year 1, which is the purple bar, with year 2, which is the red bar. And I'm looking for an increase of at least 1%. So first, I can just go ahead and highlight the pairs of bars that show an increase. So that means that year 2 should be greater than year 1 because it increased from year 1 to year 2. So I'm going to go up here and I'm just looking for the red bar being higher than the purple bar. So we have an increase here. And then we also have an increase here and an increase here. Okay. So that's my first criteria. Now my second criteria is I want an increase of at least 1%. So the difference between the two values from year 1 to year 2 should be at least 1%. So we're going to look at the groups that we just highlighted and just subtract the red bar from the purple bar. And that will give me my increase. So if we go to the first set, we have 13.1 minus 12.7. And that's an increase of 0.4. So that is not 1%. 1% would be 1.0 or higher. So that means that this choice is not the right answer. Then we'll go to the second group that we highlighted. And the red column was 4 and the purple was 3.3. So 4 minus 3.3 gives me a value of 0.7. So again, this is not 1% or greater, so I'm not going to include that group. Now my last group, I have the red bar at 17.1 and the purple at 15.3. So 17.1 minus 15.3 gives me a value of 1.8. So 1.8 is 1 or greater, so that means that choice other is my correct answer. So that would be choice E. And that's my answer for part A. Part B. What types of living arrangements saw an amount of decrease of at least 1% between year 1 and year 2? So we're going to compare the two bars again, but now we're looking for a decrease. So my purple bar should be higher than my red bar. And we have this group here where the purple is higher than the red. And then also we have this group here. Now I want to compare the two bars to see if we have a decrease of at least 1%. If we look at the first group I highlighted, we're going to take the purple bar, which is 58.5, and subtract it from the red. So 58.5 minus 56 gives me 2.5. So that's a decrease of at least 1%. So that means that living with a spouse will be checked in my answer choices. Now I'm going to look at the second group that I highlighted, and this is 10.2 minus 9.8. And that gives me a value of 0.4, which is not at least 1%, so I won't include that in my answer. So my only answer is living with a spouse.